Great morning to you all. This is Regina Nunley, better known as the Preacher Kid Sensation, PK. Sensation for short. If you follow me on Instagram, I am the mental wealth builder. I bring value to the marketplace of your mind, educational, inspirational, and motivational value to your mind because I'm allergic to ignorance. So it's really important today. I'll be doing my Monday motivation, Lord allows, at 12 p.m. And I have to be led by the Holy Spirit as to what to say and when to say, because sometimes I just have epiphanies and I just do something totally different. It's how you led, and how you led and who leads you is very, very important. And so one of the things that I'm big on is the fact that, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is dangerous. And when a person is ignorant to certain things or ignorant to anything, especially if it has the potential to hurt them or to help them, they're not in the best position, okay? And so awareness is the way you deal with ignorance. Now, if people choose to act on the information, that's one thing. But knowing that it exists allows you to have options, or knowing that it exists now gives you more of an informed opportunity to make decisions. And there's people who fight against things that they have no clue about. And let me give you a story about that. I was in a meeting, a Rotary meeting, and there was this guy who, a man who was a former congressman from South Carolina. Former. And he went with the rhetoric of when you talk about global warming, and he was like against it. No, heavens to Megatroid, no. And during his talk with us, and this is the second time I think I've heard him speak. And he said that, he clearly said, I'm fighting against something that I had no clue about. I didn't know anything about global warming. I didn't know nothing about it. Information. He said these words. He said, I was totally ignorant. Ignorant. And he was fighting against something that he was ignorant of. So where did you get this fight from? Where is this gumption to fight something? You fighting something and you don't know what that something is. And so y'all need to here's a really huge honking, I would say, side note or insight. When you see people out here rabid and all incited, is it based on knowledge or is it based on emotion? Are you aware of what it is? You've studied what it is, and then you come to the conclusion that it isn't what it is. Okay? Versus, I don't know what it is, but because people telling me it's this, I'm going to go with that. Or I'm going to go along with this thought because of who I am or who I'm connected to. So that should shed light on a lot of stuff that's going on now. People be jumping on the bandwagon, going up against things, and they don't know what it is. And it's not so much they don't know why they're doing it. They know why they're doing it because it's a click thing. It's I don't believe it because I'm with this group, or I don't agree with that because I'm with that group, or there are people out here who fighting an ignorant war. Ignorance on fire. Okay? I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Ignorance on fire. Okay? Versus knowledge on ice, but ignorance on fire. People are out here and y'all don't know what the heck y'all doing, believing. You not because you're ignorant, you don't know. And ignorance doesn't mean you just don't know. So that's why you have to be educated. And I know sometimes it depends on where you're getting your information from, but just learn something to figure out where it comes from, what's the origin of it, what's going on, so you could be informed. Because information right now coming from all kind of sources, people, biased sources or whatever. So you don't know what you're getting. All I know is that the guy said he didn't know nothing about it, but he was fighting against it. But when he became knowledgeable about it, when he actually went to areas that he saw was being affected, then his mindset changed. Transformation of his mind was renewed. And then now his choices changed, and that cost him an election. Still conservative, very conservative about the approach, but he said it's real. He said this is real. And he attributed to the fact that God put man in over control, dominion, to till the land, to take care of his creation. All right, man, woman, men, both male and female, were given dominion to subdue the earth. And what are we doing? We're supposed to take care of the trees, we'll take care of the water, take care of the animals, take care of what's in our, we're stewards. We're supposed to be good stewards. So he saw it as, I'm not being a good steward. If I'm destroying what God created, that's where he lined it up with his beliefs and said, I have an obligation. But he couldn't convince South Carolina that. They got rid of him. And now he has an organization. I say that to say this. He admitted and he did it confidently and with boldness, and he was not ashamed to acknowledge that he didn't know he knew why he was fighting it, but he didn't know what it was. He was ignorant to it. And for a few years, he was okay with that. So y'all need to be mindful of who come riding up in your ear, coming up with all these, come with these platforms. I don't care who they is. I don't care who they are. I don't care if you like them. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you like me. You need to fact check things. And if you don't know what it is that they're talking about, it's your obligation to find out. Even if you Google, if that's the best you can do it. Learn something. I heard the word, people dropping this phrase, imposter syndrome. I ain't never heard of imposter syndrome, ever. Till I got on the house, right? And so I'm like, what is imposter syndrome? So I looked it up. Everybody dropping his knowledge like, oh, imposter syndrome. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was ignorant, didn't know. So I went and looked it up and I read through some stuff. I was like, oh, okay, I understand it. Because when I heard imposter syndrome, make it sound like you trying to pretend to be something that you're not. And actually it's kind of like you trying to pretend like you're not when you are. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. So ignorance doesn't help anybody. So if you want to be part of the movement, you want to deal with awareness, okay? Ignorance is not bliss, all right? I'm allergic to ignorance. You should be too. So, with everything that's going on, make sure you educate yourself and in a place where you understand what's going on, when you know what's going on, that you're knowledgeable what's going on. And then you pick and choose your side based on your convictions, your business, your life. You got to give an account for everything you do or say, all right? So that's on you. But be aware, because one thing God said he used to wink at man's ignorance. And now he said, no, y'all know too much. Be running around here talking about why I didn't know that. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right? Allergic to ignorance. To deal with awareness eradicates ignorance. Make yourself aware so that you'll know and then you can make better decisions. All right? So be sure to click on the link somewhere, because I have a shirt that talks about that. Get it and spread the word. Take care. Bye-bye.